G'day guys, Seeney here and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth channel. So I've changed it up a bit today, we're outside, but today we're going to be talking about whether you should pay down your mortgage or whether it's better to invest. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So as you might have noticed this week, I haven't posted as much because this week's just been crazy. With lockdown finishing, things have just gotten nuts again. We've got a lot of work coming in on the video side, which is fantastic. So as a result, I've had to put a lot more attention to that. I haven't been able to make too many videos this week, but I did want to touch on this and get this out for you guys, just so you've got a reason to be coming back every single week here on this particular channel and try and deliver as much value as possible. So now that we got that out of the way, there was a particular episode that come up. Some of you guys might know the podcast My Millenial Money, and I actually got a mention in this particular podcast from a comment that I'd left on Facebook, and the topic was, is it better to invest or should you pay down a mortgage? So I'm just going to play that clip in context so you can understand what I'm talking about.
So in the Facebook group, I put it up, any comments or thoughts on this campfire chat. Seeney says...
Oh, he's an influencer, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know. Let's have
He's
a
got
look.
a YouTube channel.
Has he?
Jay-Z.
No, Seeney.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel.
View main profile. Nope. CEO at Greater Sydney Orchestra. Artist, filmmaker.
No, maybe that's a different Jay Seeney.
Artist, the Seeney Band.
Yeah, Jay Seeney Band, that's him. Yeah.
Executive Director at Blacklist Productions.
Yep, he's got a YouTube channel.
Is that him?
Wealth Australia or something it's called. Yep, that's the man.
Okay, well, Jay, we've just stalked your Facebook profile, but Jay says...
We love a good finfluence in the afternoon.
Jay says, if we're talking strictly numbers, you should invest.
Yes. Or put it in super. Yep.
Yeah, which is investing.
Yep.
So
I don't think there's anyone who's going to argue with that.
No.
But it's not about the numbers.
Exactly, and this is where it's getting at. It's about goals. It's about, do you vibe it? It's about your own comfort level. Yep. It's about your own education level. It's about the people in your freaking ear telling you, no, you shouldn't. You just pay down your house.
And do you value certainty over opportunity?
So yes, we do love a bit of a finfluencer in the afternoon, don't we? So this is a very important question, and it's very dependent on the person as well. It's not just a one-size-fits-all approach. So I thought it's worth delving into this, have a look at the numbers, and have a look at whether this is the right decision for you. So of course, I can't take into account your own personal circumstances and financial position. You need to do that yourself. You need to do your own research. This is all just information that might help you. So I've got all my information here. So first of all, I think it's important to go purely into the numbers to see what historically has worked and what will likely work in the future. Obviously, past performance is not an indicator of future performance, but on very, very long-term trends, it gives us a little bit more idea of what's going on. So when I talk about investing, we're going to talk about the S&P 500 index, as that is the most common way to be investing in the market. So the S&P 500 for the last however long time, last 100 years or so, has returned about 7 to 8% a year after inflation. Now, obviously, this is averaged out. Some years it'll just be crazy, like this year, where we're getting over 20% returns, and some years it'll be negative. You just don't know what you're going to get, but over the long term, that is roughly the outcome that you can expect. And we're going to use the current mortgage rate of about 3%. Now, obviously, you can get mortgage rates that are even lower than this at the moment. I have one that's fixed at 2.09%, and I have one at 2.5%, which is a variable. But of course, interest rates are expected to go up over time. So I think, we give ourselves a little bit of a buffer in that case. So what would it look like if we paid our money into an index, or we paid our money into paying down our mortgage? What is the outcome going to be there financially? So let's use the figure of $40,000 a year. We've got $40,000 a year, and we can either invest that or we can use it to pay down our mortgage. So when we invest, we put it in the S&P 500, or we can pay down the debt on our mortgage. Because obviously our mortgage is going to be a guaranteed return, but if you're investing in the S&P 500, bigger risk, bigger return, of course. So if we do this over 10 years, that means we've put away $400,000. $400,000 that we've got to play with. So if we do this and we put it into our mortgage, that's going to save us $65,000 in interest. Which sounds pretty good, doesn't it, if we can pay off that a little bit faster? But what if I told you if you invested that money in an S&P 500 index, on average, you're going to be getting about $177,000 in interest over the same period in time. Now, that's a pretty substantial difference we're talking about. We're looking at over $100,000 here. So historically, this is completely cut and dry. It is much smarter for you to be investing rather than putting money away in a mortgage. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Returns might be negative for 10 years. We don't know. But historically, this has been the best decision, and that's what we can kind of base our ideas on. But of course, when we look at this question, money isn't the only thing that we can take into account. Of course, people have different priorities, and it's really important to factor that in. Is it your priority to maximize your gain and take a little bit more risk? Or would you rather be more conservative and have that peace of mind of paying down that asset and living a much more debt-free life? There's two very different options there. And at the end of the day, money is incredibly important. I think it's really worth not understating the importance of the amount of cash that you have. But at the same time, the idea of existence is really your happiness. So really it's whatever is going to make you happy. If you're going to feel much more comfortable with a lower debt load, then pay off your mortgage. If you want to maximize your potential return, take on a bit more risk, then absolutely invest. That is the right decision for you. So at the end of the day, it comes down to your priorities. Do you want to be making heaps of money, or do you want to be comfortable? And that's a question that only you can answer. It's not one that I can answer. I can only provide numbers and facts and figures, but at the end of the day, you've got to make your own decision and what's right for you. Obviously for a lot of people, having your house paid off much faster is going to be fantastic for you. But having said that, if you do invest money, there is the potential that you could pay it off even faster. But of course, that comes with risk. So you do need to factor that in. When it comes to the numbers, like cut and dry, financially, it makes sense to invest. But for some people, living debt-free, paying that off faster from your mortgage, so you're paying less interest, that is the right move. So basically all I'm saying is it comes down to you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get this channel out to more people, and that's really what we want. We're nearly at 1,000 subscribers, which is great. And now we're starting to get mentioned on podcasts, which is even better. So if you'd like to get yourself a free stock and start your investing journey, I have a link to Stake in the description. If you deposit money in the brokerage, you'll get yourself a free stock, which is very exciting. And then on top of that, if you'd like to track your net worth and see how you're going, I have a link to WeMoney. And you can track your net worth there. It'll hook up to all your accounts and just does it automatically, which is fantastic. And just for signing up, they'll give you $5. I mean, you can't get much better than that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you later.